couple of minutes. We'll talk to you a little bit, international officer.
Yes, sir.
There's not really anyone here I can talk to on the national level, so I thought I'd just talk to you a little bit, just learn a bit more about you.
Well, very cool. I'm Mitch Baker. Thank you very much for pulling me aside. I am a national officer for the National FA organization, and I'm really happy to be here today. I've seen your booth around the expo at this convention, and it's impressive. I like it.
Oh, well, thank you. We really put a lot of work into it.
Yes, sir.
But one thing one reason I really wanted to pull you aside today was just I've been a big sponsor here in the state. Sponsor a few contests and our local chapter a good bit, but really had some success lately in the fence business. I don't know, how can I get more involved on the national level instead of just the state level?
Well, very cool. Can I ask you just a few questions about your fence business?
You may.
Very cool. How long have you had it?
29 years.
That's awesome. That's very cool. And how long have you been supporting FFA through this?
I think all 29 years, pretty much from the beginning. I took over from my father.
Okay.
And I think he was supported the entire time.
All right, very cool. Were you an FFA yourself? Or?
I actually was.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Never was like a state officer or anything, but I was a chapter officer.
Very cool. What chapter office were you?
Well, starting out as CEO, and then I was vice president for 2 years, and then president last year.
I was president. That's awesome. Okay, very cool.
Had a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, was your dad who owned the business, was he an FFA as well?
Yeah, I think so, because how good is actually is when I was younger, he showed me his old room at his mother's house, and he had all these rings and trophies and everything. It was like he showed cattle and that type of stuff. I think that was enough.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. Now, oh, I'm sorry. I know we're in the middle of this expo center, but would you like to have a seat somewhere where we could be more comfortable?
Yeah, I think there's a little place to sit down over here.
All right, very cool. Let's go over here.
Where are you from, Mitch? You never told me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Cookeville, halfway between Nashville and Knoxville, and I'm really excited to be here. It's been a great time so far. So now, when you took over the business, when you were involved with your chapter opportunities, did you immediately just start sponsoring from chapter to state to everything, or did you just start investing yourself in like one chapter?
Well, we were supporting our local chapter start off with, and then as the company grew, we gave more back to local folks. We started expanding our sponsorships from there. In the last couple of years, we've sponsored several contests at the state level.
Yeah, okay, very cool. That's great.
So that's just kind of how it's grown, but recently we've had just a lot of success. We want to just continue that sponsorship up to the national level. I didn't know who to talk to, and I saw, you didn't have to stay on the back of your jacket.
Yes, sir.
You might can help me out.
Yes, sir. Well, that's great. No, I'm really excited to hear that. You've been such a stakeholder in your state association, and it's awesome to hear that you want to support the national FFA at a national level. We have great network of sponsors that are helping FFA and that have helped FFA for the longest time. 93% of our budget comes from business owners just like you. As a national FFA organization, most of our funds, that is, are coming from sponsors that have been in FFA, know what it's about, and just want to help. And it's really exciting that I can meet another business owner like yourself to get engaged in that sort.
Currently, our business is kind of regional in several states, kind of target area. We're trying to expand that. Are there specific things on the national level that relate to our company that we can sponsor?
Absolutely, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have, whether it be through the career development events nationally, in Louisville, Kentucky this year, we'll have 43 national career development events that will go on. This could range anywhere from ag mechanics to ag sales, ag processing, businessing, ag business studies. These are all different career development events that you may have sponsored at the state level. Are you familiar with any that I might have just named off?
A few of them, ag business. I think we sponsor some things like livestock changing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, all of these are great, relevant career development events that your company and your business could have a stake in sponsoring. For instance, it could be your particular fencing product that an ag sales team of high school FFA members sell your fencing to a group of judges. or it could be your name that is on the bottom of all the plaques of our national winners and our national contestants and finalists within the CDE. And that's a great opportunity for a national organization. But on top of that, there are also other opportunities. For instance, in FFA, we have what's called the New Century Farmer Program, a FFA program specifically geared towards your upper level interest in production agriculture, college age FFA members. Have you heard of this program before?
No.
That's very cool. It's a program that's specifically geared towards, if you're specifically interested in the ag industry, here's a choice level of FFA members that are looking to be engaged in the ag sales and ag production field of work. And I can tell you from experience that nothing that in my mind thinks of future job employer or relevant resource than seeing a different company's name at the sponsorship of an FFA event that I've attended. Are you looking to hire any FFA members from this, from your experience like sponsoring the organization?
Maybe. You somewhat put in some regional, but I'm really interested in sort of like different contests you mentioned, different proficiencies. There's probably already sponsored. So how can I go about, like you said, getting my name listed? And you have to, where the different companies are competing against each other as part of the sponsor certain topics, or?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Instead of competition, there's always going to be a different field for there to be sponsorship without having to compete by no means with other sponsors to get your name out there. For instance, a brand new area that your company could specifically be involved in sponsoring would be the Ag Career Network. The Ag Career Network is an opportunity for different stakeholders to have a networking service for FFA members. FFA members will have the opportunity to really list their FFA accomplishments, achievements, and scholarships, sort of like the LinkedIn, but for FFA members. And AgCN is going to need sponsors for this competition, and a great way to put your name out there and to have your business represented at a national level is knowing that this amazing networking opportunity for FFA members is coming from your fencing service that you've had for 29 years now. That's one great way that you can really enter into the FFA field to get your business out there.
What other opportunities outside of what you mentioned, contests?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On top of the contests, we also have our Career Expo Center. You may have heard of this at National Convention, but it's a entire room of different business holders that have booths just like yours over there to communicate with FFA members. But on top of that, there are other opportunities that will be outside of National Convention for your business to get engaged. For instance, we have what's called the FFA 212 and 360 leadership conferences that national FFA representatives will go across the nation to different states, like this state alone, but outside of any state convention, national convention competition time, where FFA members will come across the state to learn a specific leadership conference within a couple of days. This is a really unique opportunity that isn't state convention, isn't national convention, and is your non-traditional, not in the business expo way for you to specifically get your name out there. Being unique, I know, is something that's important within business, and wanting to get your name and branding your image in a way unlike other sponsors and unlike other stakeholders is something that could definitely be achieved through your sponsorship through non-traditional programs like 212 and 360 FFA leadership programs.
It's totally off topic, but I was at Facebook for all the work, so why did you decide to do this?
Why did I decide to do this?
Why did you decide to be a national?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a great question. Well, I've been in FFA since I was just a little kid. My dad was a state officer like me. My family had a farm down in Smith County in Tennessee that is a Century Farm, and it's always been a part of my life. But when I first entered into FFA, I really was a little freaked out by what was going on, but I always knew that there was a reason I was going to be there, and once I discovered the reason I was going to be there, I found out that I loved the organization, and specifically, I found out that it was the companies like my dad worked for, Tennessee Farm Bureau, that were allowing me and providing me the great time I had through FFA. nothing could give me more like pride knowing that something that my dad was involved in his business that helped me succeed within the FFA. And I think your business has a really great opportunity